Hey guys, Divya here with a very quick review on something that I usually don't review, period. Because usually when something that's related to technology comes out, it's usually so expensive that I can't afford it. And I know that there's several videos on the product that I'm about to review out there, but I feel like I should give it a shot. I mean, I think it's right up my alley. So recently I broke my headphones. It was that traditional case of one of the wires being bent a certain way and then poof! My left side was gone, and of course, I just can't have that. I take sound seriously, I edit videos, I listen to music, I play video games for God's sakes. Audio is important. So since I needed a replacement, I said to myself, okay, let's go with something that's kind of in between, something that caters to both worlds of mine, a gaming headset. Something that's not so extravagant that it looks like a very obvious headset, but at the same time could also be used for just simple audio purposes, like listening to music at the gym or being able to edit videos on my PC. And so I decided to get myself the Logitech G430 gaming headset right before I got myself the one that I'm holding in my hand, which is the G430 gaming headset. Yes, true story. I actually got myself the G230 and it was the red and black one and I really liked the color, but then Best Buy decided to say, oh, you got that. Yeah, well, we got a special on this one too, and I had to go and exchange it and pay the difference because I don't know why they just, I hate it when they do that. So now I got myself the Logitech G430 gaming headset. One of the big features that made this a little bit of a bigger appeal over the G230 besides the color, because as much as I love the red and black as opposed to the blue and black on this headset, I had to go with the features that this came with over just a simple color palette. And the features that really allured me are two in particular that the other one didn't have. This has 7.1 surround sound, and I can definitely hear the difference even after trying the G230 for a couple of days before I had to go exchange it. That one sounded good, but it sounded like a stereo headset where you got the left and the right channels. Here, I can actually hear a few other sounds in the background, whether it be with my music or some podcasts, like little clicks of the microphone. And the second, but in my opinion, much more important feature is that this can connect to the PlayStation 4. The other one was strictly a PC gaming headset. Yeah, we can't have that. So after tackling the features, let's go ahead and look at the actual cosmetic properties of the headset. It's built to be a gaming headset. And of course, if you're going to be making gaming headsets, you need to make the damn things comfortable, because us gamers, we play for a very, very indubitable amount of time. So you need to make that shit very comfortable to wear for hours on end. And that's what they did here by putting in these little, let's flip it to the side right here. We got these cushions right here in the blue, and they're very comfortable. They got the over-the-ear cup design, which I've always favored almost over any other kind of design, because the earbuds, after a while, they really start to bother me on the inside of the ear. And then you also got some other headphones that are on the ear, and sometimes those bother me because they kind of turn my ears into flesh and glasses sandwiches, because you're pressing the ear up against my frames here of my glasses, and then those are being pressed up against my head, and after literally just an hour or so, they start to hurt. These keep that from happening because of how spongy the cup on the inside here is, and it's super comfortable. The only slight issue is that if you are wearing glasses like myself, they are going to be pinned down. They're not going to hurt, but they're still being pinned down with a little bit of force, so moving them around is going to move the headset as well. And if you couldn't already tell, they do have a little bit of a 90-degree swivel right there so that they can fit to how your ears are shaped. Then you got the headband here, which is made out of this really thick plastic, and overall the plastic on these headsets is very durable. It's not the strongest that it could be, because around here you can kind of press the plastic inside and it does this little slight clicking sound, but it never feels cheap. I never feel like I'm gonna be scared of breaking this thing. But we got the headband here, and then on the inside, I don't know if you could see it, is this little this other blue cushion right here at the top that also rests on top of your head and makes the experience of wearing the headset a lot more comfortable. We take the cups right here and rotate them inwards, and on the side we got the G for Logitech, even though Logitech starts with an L. And on the left cup we have the microphone that comes attached, and as you can see, it's folded up. You can actually take it and fold it back down so that when you're not using it, you can just flip it out of the way, and when you are using it, you just rotate it down. And it's made out of this flexible plastic that is able to fold into your head. So let me go ahead and actually wear it for demonstrative purposes. And as you can see, it looks like a traditional gaming headset, and you can just take the microphone and flip it up if you're not using it, like if I'm just listening to music or going to the gym or whatever. Just put it up there and then just take it, flip it down, and then just give it a slight bend right there, and it actually stays in place so that when you start talking, it'll pick up your voice a lot more. And it actually has, I believe, a little microphone on the outside, and that was, I believe, made for the noise canceling function, because it's supposed to be a noise canceling microphone. But of course, we'll figure that out later on in the demonstration. Then we got the actual wire that leads to your source of audio. And one thing that I genuinely love is the fact that it has a yarn coating instead of a rubber coating. Rubber coatings to me have always been prone to being torn, and that exposes the wires inside. And sometimes not even that. That would just cause the wire to bend in a certain way, and that will lead to an awful lot of headphones or earbuds where one side goes out and I'm forced to get a new one because I just can't be like this, listening to one sound and then listening to something else on the outside world in another. Might just be me, but I feel like a yarn coating is less prone to that happening. I feel like I can bend the wire in so many ways and nothing's gonna happen to the wires inside of it. That's pretty cool. So as you can see, this damn wire is actually pretty long, and I know that that's meant to be for mobility purposes, especially if you're going to be hooking this up to a console that's going to be very far from you, especially if you are one of those gamers that like to distance themselves from the TV, so that's what it's intended for. But of course, if you do go to the gym or you do go outside and you want to listen to just plain old music with these things, you're going to have to bunch up all this wire, put it in your pocket, and just deal with it. Which is why I'm a little bit thankful that Logitech threw in this little wrap right here, this little Velcro wrap, so that then therefore you can kind of coil the wire together and then just wrap the Velcro around, and then boom, there you go, you're ready to go. You can just take this huge load of wire and just shove it into your pocket. And then at the top right here, we got this little device that is used for both the headphones as well as the microphone. We have a switch that pretty much turns the microphone on and off, flip it on, whatever. And then we have a little dial here on the side that is used to control the volume for your headphones, besides whatever external volume control you have on your device, whether it be your PC, your iPod, the gaming console of your choice, whatever. And that's cool. I understand the volume control. The microphone switch is the one where I'm like, okay, that's neat. You can switch the microphone on and off. But what would have been a nicer design would have been that flipping the mic up would turn it off, as opposed to having to still have it on. And who knows, you put this up, you say something that you're not supposed to say, and they still hear it. And that's because you forgot to switch it off over here. And it has a little clip on the side, so you can always clip that to your pocket or to your t-shirt or whatever. Then down here at the bottom, we got actually two jacks. We got the headphone jack, which is the only one that you're going to mainly be using to just listen to audio, music, or whatever. And then we got the other one that is supposed to plug into whatever source you want there to be a function for a microphone. They're actually labeled. This one goes into for the headphones, and then this one goes in for the microphone. And it makes things a little simpler to kind of know where things are going, but when I'm listening to just my iPod or music, I always got this little thing dangling, and that's just slightly annoying. It's just as annoying as having to deal with all these wires right here. It's doable, but it is gonna be just a tad bit annoying at times where I'm trying to take out my iPod and instead I take out this whole damn thing. Now with the previous model that I bought, the G430, that was it for the headset. That was it. That's in terms of features, in terms of how it sounds and all that kind of stuff. That was it. But the G430 comes with a little adapter here that allows you to take those two plugs that I just showed you and plug the microphone one into one jack that is obviously labeled microphone, and then the other one into the headphone jack, and you can then take the other end, which is a USB plug, and you can use this in order to not only plug into your PC and have both audio in the microphones as well as audio coming into the microphone on your headset, but also use this to hook up to the PS4, which you cannot do with the 230. So with that being said, let's go ahead and demonstrate how the audio sounds from the microphone of the Logitech G430 gaming headset. Welcome everybody. You should be able to hear my voice through the microphone. Testing 1, 2, 3. God, I really hope this is working. So you should be able to hear my voice, and judging from the quality, I actually heard this prior to the review, but now I'm doing it for demonstrative purposes. Basically, it sounds like those microphones that gamers use to tell you that they fucked your mother. Its sole purpose is to just get your voice in there when you're playing a match of some kind. It's not going to sound like the blue snowball microphone that I have here in front of me that I use for my videos. It's not going to sound like that. For this size and for the accessibility of having it in front of your face so that it could sound as clear as possible while at the same time being connected to a headset, you come to expect it to not sound as great, but still gets the job done. And from the sound of it, it is noise canceling, because whenever I do stop talking, it sounds like all audio just cuts out. And I am able to hear like a very low version of what I'm recording through the microphone in my headset, but not to the extent that you guys probably are right now. But that's not exactly why I bought this headset. Why I bought this headset is because I want some pristine audio coming through here. And now we're back to recording with the blue snowball microphone. So anyways, what came to me of the utmost importance was how the actual audio in the headphones sound, because obviously I can't finish the review without talking about that. And to be honest, I feel proud of having to spend $40 on something like this. And sure, I have to deal with going out in public with a little microphone dangling off the side here, and the size of the cups being a little bigger than usually intended, because this is meant to be a gaming headset. But I'd rather take this and having just paid $40 for just this than to pay $150 to $200 for some Beats by Dre. The audio in this is, in my opinion, great. I don't think it's the best necessarily, because I will admit that there's a couple of differences that I can kind of pick up on whenever I do try out those Beats by Dre headphones at Best Buy, because trust me, that's all I'm going to be doing, just trying them out on the little stand that they got there in the aisle. But the audio that comes out of this is just perfect. Again, I love the over-the-ear design, because it makes me feel like it cups over my ear and I'm listening to the music as if it was coming out of just normal speakers that are surrounding me. But it still has to do with the confines of my own head because of the headset. And the actual quality of the sound is pretty good too. The right amount of bass, the right amount of treble, as well as the crispiness of some of the sounds that are a little bit lighter, whether it be through like podcasts of people just talking in front of the microphone, or some lighter sounds of like some softer music like guitars or something like that. The audio is actually pretty damn good, and it's well worth the money. Even if it's not on sale for like 60-70 bucks, I feel like you can put so many good uses into this than just gaming, than just listening to music. So my closing thoughts are that I am very proud of having exchanged the past one and gotten more features and more sound quality and durability out of this headset for just $40, and I'm pretty sure that more sales like that are going to be coming around to Best Buy, Amazon, whatever. If you are in the market for looking for a good gaming headset, or just a great headset to listen to sound period, then you can't go wrong with a headset. So for that, I give the Logitech G430 a low 9 out of 10. Definitely in love with the sound. Wish they could have came in different colors though, instead of just the blue. I wish they could have come with the red like the G230 was, but I'd rather take the features that I was getting with this here than to go with the headset that has my favorite color in it. So anyways, that about does it for my review. Please let me know in the comments if you guys happen to own this headset and what are your thoughts on it. But if not, and you are looking in the market for it, then please check out the link below. You will not regret it. Amazon has this on sale ever so often for like 40-50 bucks. Thank you guys for watching. Please let me know in the comments what you guys think. Like and share this video with all your friends. Subscribe if you haven't done so, and I'll see you guys next time.